Hi guys, welcome back. Let's talk about the Honor 8X, a £230, just about a budget smartphone, nearly sort of mid-range. Kirin 710 octa-core processor, Mali G51, 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage, running Android 8 and EMUI operating system. There's a huge 6.5-inch full HD display at 1080p, big screen, small bezels, around 90% screen to body ratio. It is a beautiful phone. The rear is glass with the dual rear facing cameras, fingerprint sensor, the Honor logo. It's lovely, the black version I have, lovely reflective back. It's just a stunning design. It's got a nice solid metal frame all the way around, sandwiched between those two bits of glass front and back. Been using it for a week and I don't think I've got any scratches or marks that I've noticed on the smartphone. If there is, there might be very, very, very small ones. So it seems to be quite hard wearing as well. And one of the first tests I did was put it to a gaming test. I really wanted to put the Kirin 710 and the Mali G51 graphics chip to the test. And I was testing Asphalt 9, PUBG. Unfortunately though, Fortnite does not run on it, although you can download it and it does install it, where normally it would flag up saying this device is not compatible. So it actually makes you think it's going to work, it installs, but when you start to run it, it just, here's someone, messes up and just crashes.
Yes.
And it will not work. I mean, I go in full detail in my gaming review in the card above if you want to go and have a look at the full 20 or 16 minute video. But gameplay on this smartphone has a GPU turbo.
Get it.
I don't know when that kicks in, but frame rates and lag seem to be at a minimum. Asphalt 9 and PUBG played on high settings as well, HD for PUBG. Sweet. And I thought it handled it pretty well. So this brings me on to battery, because the battery is 3,750 milliamps, smaller than the Mate 20 Pro. And for me, battery life on this is way better than the Mate 20 Pro. For some reason, I got quite a lot of battery drain on my Mate 20 Pro. I don't know why. A lot of people got a day or more out of it. I definitely get a day use out of the Honor 8X, even with quite intensive gaming as well. The best day was 7 hours and 4 minutes screen on time. And on that day, I was using navigation, had some Fortnite there when I was trying to load it, that is. Asphalt 9 there as well, and Free Fire, which is a game which looks very much like PUBG. So I was gaming quite a bit on that day. I then got 6 hours and 6 minutes on this day. Not so much gaming, a little bit of Fortnite then again trying there at the bottom. Some BT Sport, streaming football, Facebook, maps, which I do use heavily throughout the week, but that was 11 o'clock at night and I was going to bed. I still had 11% left as well, look at the top. And on the 7 hours, 4 minutes one, if we switch back to that, I still had 7% on there. So I might have got an extra 15 minutes or so. But for me, battery, brilliant on the Honor 8X. As long as it lasts me a day, I'm happy. So this takes me on to navigation, because I use navigation a lot through all my smartphones that I'm using on the way to work and on the way back to try and avoid any traffic. This is the screenshot I got from a particular day. Accuracy was within 15 feet. I've seen better in terms of accuracy, but we've got some nice signal there on all the satellites. And on the left here, you can see the journey I was taking as well. It stuck to the route, didn't go off course at all, and it was absolutely fine. So the Honor 8X has front face ID. Unfortunately, it is not 3D, so it is less secure than the 3D technology that you get. In daylight and good lighting conditions, you can expect your face to unlock pretty much 10 times out of 10, and it's really, really quick. But if you are in the dark, you might be out clubbing or something, or you might even be in bed, and it's quite dark, then it's not going to unlock. Not unlike the 3D one, unfortunately. But if you want a fingerprint sensor, that works absolutely fine and super quick as well. Again, pretty much 10 times out of 10 it will unlock with your finger. So you can have two on at the same time, so if one doesn't work, you can use the other. But the technology's there and it works all right. We come to the cameras now on the Honor 8X. a 20 megapixel rear facing camera and a 16 megapixel front facing camera. So it's a dual rear camera and a single front facing camera. The Honor 8X has adopted the same AI technology as the Mate 20 Pro, which is obviously in the EMUI operating system. And AI, they have got it really, really good. The AI system works really well. It detects pretty much anything that you put in front of it. So it'll detect that there's food, a cat, blue sky, even the greenery, the plants. And it's very quick, and also auto detects portrait mode as well, and it's very, very quick. One thing I have noticed about the AI though, when you turn it on, it seems to really oversaturate some of the pictures, and when you turn it off you can see there's a slight reduction in saturation, and in some conditions it works quite well, but in most cases it can oversaturate it slightly depending on what you're looking at. But overall I think the camera does take really, really good shots out in great lighting conditions like these. Captures all the sky, the beautiful blue sky and the clouds. On video mode, unfortunately, it doesn't have stabilization. It doesn't have any sort of stabilization by the looks of it. It does go up to 60 frames per second though on 1080p. But I think with the lack of EIS or OIS, it does ruin the video very, very slightly. But most of the quality is pretty fine, and audio quality is pretty decent as well. It picks up quite a good feed of audio. Well, so this is the rear camera on the Honor 8X. 1080p at 60 frames per second.
Oh, ultra red.
Let's have a look at it here. Super, super sunny. So there's no stabilization, unfortunately. So it does look a little bit jittery, but still the quality is not bad for £230 phone. It's quite vibrant. Some smashing colours in there. Yeah, again, stabilization would have been nice. Front facing camera, the bokeh effect, there's a button on there once you're in front facing mode, you have to enable the bokeh mode on the bottom left. And again, good lighting conditions is pretty good. The edge detection could be slightly better. I've seen edge detection better on other devices. On the whole, you get pretty decent shots. In low light conditions as well, it suffers. Like with most cameras really, there's going to be a bit of noise in there, but it depends. It's how much noise it actually lets in there. Iron Man book. Do you like Iron Man?
Yes. And I love you.
Thanks. I love you too.
Daddy, who's going to make a bed?
Mummy. I'm just going to go in a little darker area. Noise in there? What are you doing?
I can still see it in my eye.
Quite a bit of noise on this front facing camera now.
Yes.
Let's go into some dark corner here. Look at that. Okay. That's the Honor 8X front facing camera. But on the whole, I think the camera's good. There could definitely be a few more improvements in low light conditions and artificial lights. Have a look, like yellow lights in my living room downstairs, and in low light they can look pretty crap on some cameras that you're capturing. But the AI on this phone is incredibly good, really, really good, and you can capture some excellent shots. So portrait mode on the rear camera is obviously a lot better than the front facing camera in terms of quality and edge detection as well. So the Honor 8X has EMUI, it is EMUI 8.201 and Android 8.1. Performance is very, very good. Navigating through the OS, opening applications as well, very, very snappy. With the Kirin 710 works really well. I've enabled the app drawer mode on EMUI as opposed to the apps and all the programs being on the desktop here. I like having an app drawer down there to hide everything away. A couple of decent apps. Music Party, so if you have NFC devices enabled, you can connect to each other and sync music. So having like stereo speakers, you could have a couple of these phones and play the music over that. Has NFC, remember, so you can accept card payments, pay with your smartphone, and use that Music Party that I just showed you earlier. There's also Mirror Share, so you can share the smartphone directly to your other devices. So that's my Samsung TV on the home network, so I can cast this over to the phone, over to the TV, sorry. So I can cast this over to the television. It's not like the Mate 20 Pro. On the Mate 20 Pro, you can cast your phone to the TV, but it presents itself as a desktop, which is super, super cool. But this is a neat feature as well anyway, Mirror Share. You can hide the notch. I did show this in the unboxing, just to go over it again. You can hide the notch there, which is good for some people. Again, like home screen style, standard or app drawer. Full screen display. So this is the apps that use full screen display at the moment. You can turn them on and off. I don't see why you'd want to turn them off at all. You want them all in full screen mode, ideally. So it's not an OLED panel, it is a full HD IPS panel, and as you can see here, viewing angles are very, very good. That's with the brightness whacked straight up. As I bring it round, because it's quite bright, it sort of blows out there, so I need to turn the brightness down. And there you go, but viewing angles very, very good. Edge to edge pretty much on the display, look, thin bezels, a nice small chin as well. It's relatively light. It is a big smartphone, but I do have big hands. It's a 6.5 inch smartphone, but because of the aspect ratio, you're getting more screen to body. This pretty much concludes my reviews and my own thoughts about the Honor 8X. A very good smartphone for only £230. Excellent display, as you can see right here. Yeah, huge 6.5 inch display. Very good. Decent loudspeaker as well. So it's got the one speaker grill here at the bottom. It's not dual speakers. Here's a single loudspeaker. It's got a decent blend of frequencies within the speaker. Well, it's a loudspeaker at that as well. I know it's a loudspeaker, but it's a loud loudspeaker. But not bad at all. £230 smartphone. Very, very good. Links in the description below, guys. If you want to purchase one, they're also available in different colours. I'd love to have got the blue colour, but unfortunately I couldn't. This is the black one. But from GearBest or Amazon or wherever you want to get it from. But it is a good phone. Really, really good. Again, if you want to see the gaming video, that is up in the card. But any questions about the Honor 8X, please comment below. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.